Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're going to talk a little bit about RUNE coin here, see kind of what's going on with Thorchain, and help essentially understand best practice, big picture, all that good stuff. We're going to talk a little bit about Elliott Wave here, as well as this bullish flag pattern that we indicated last time we reviewed this coin. Obviously, a nice little breakout there. Solana has a very, very similar scenario. Okay, so again, awesome stuff there. Be sure to like the video if you could, please help us grow the community. And obviously jumping over to our Twitter, Telegram, or Discord if you want to kind of become part of the big picture. It doesn't look like we have some liquidation levels here for RUNE, but what we can look at is basically the daily and kind of work our way down, because there are some important things to kind of recognize here with volume as well as the moving averages. So really quick, just to preface, we do have phenomenal exchange here backing us up here. Bitunix, thank you so much for the opportunity. No VPN, no KYC. Essentially a phenomenal deposit reward bonus and some really cool games that you can go ahead and play over there. So check that out. They actually have trailing stop losses and some phenomenal options for our traders. So thanks again for providing some good choices for our members here. Thanks again. So taking a look here at RSI money flow index. Okay, so money flow index is kind of coming down, but it kind of bounced a little bit. So big picture, this was looking like it wanted to pull back, but that bull flag pattern really coming through like a charm right now. Okay. Now we were able to take a long on Solana with extremely good results. If you take a look here, 13 hours, it took 56% on a 5x leverage trade, got in at 55, out majority of our position at about 64. The reason I bring that to your attention though is because this has a very same exact pattern. In a lot of ways, that bull flag pattern, price comes down, works itself into a decent descending channel, and then takes off from there. Okay, so you always want to be mindful of those. Those are very successful patterns. But the truth is here on the daily time frame, there's not a lot to really note from our analysis from yesterday. It really hasn't changed too much. What has changed though is on the 4-hour time frame here. So if you look here again, we got the pattern here essentially. Let's go ahead and just draw this out so you can kind of see it a little easier. We got the bull flag pattern, right? We've got the RSI and the stochastic that was super low. Regarding the money flow index, so when we take a look here, we can see the money flow index is bouncing here off 30. It's a very common characteristic to buy that kind of dip. The reason why that was safe this time around, because this is a bullish uptrend. We also have a bull flag pattern. Furthermore, we bounced off 50 on the RSI. When RSI stays over 50 and money flow index comes low, it's a strong probability the price will bounce. And so again, just something to kind of pay attention to. Now that we're up over 70 on the RSI and the money flow is backing it up, we should expect this price to continue higher. Now, keep in mind, there is potential for pullback. If this is the highest point, we could very well see these 3 typical levels hit. Okay, now I don't think we're quite at the top yet, but we'll go ahead and pull this up just to kind of give you kind of some specifics. And what I'll do is I'll put this in my playout chart here so you kind of see exactly what that might look like. Again, it's important to know these levels. Just because they may or may not happen doesn't imply that it's going to we're going to get that bounce. But if this is the top, hypothetically the price pulls back, it's good to know these ranges here. Okay, because I always get the question, where should I dollar cost average? Where should I do my entry? These are good DCA targets, if you will. But the truth is, it's all completely bullish. There's nothing here I see on this chart that tells me that we're going to see the price turn around. Okay, now again, we're at a 6 on TD sequential. Hypothetically, we've got another 12 to 24 hours before the price could pull back. So you do got to be mindful this run should be discontinuing at some point. So if you look at the hourly, there's been no stopping this coin here, right? We've come up to a 9, hit some overtime there, hit that resistance level at 0.236. Price action continues higher, but it's in this nice little ascending channel now. We could very well leg up again based on the fact that there's very little resistance, okay? Last thing I want to look at here would be the Ichimoku cloud. This is like a confirmational indicator for me, and this really tells us all green lights to leave your long position open. So I would not consider shorting against this coin. I know it seems kind of juicy, but if Bitcoin breaks 38,000, we're gonna have a significant tear on our hands here. Okay, so again, awesome stuff for this coin. Absolutely looking like it wants to continue to rip. I wouldn't necessarily add to or take a long position right now. Personally, that's just me. I'm not really a buy the top kind of person. I'd much rather wait for a breakout and kind of get in where it's a little earlier. We did miss this opportunity, but we found a few others that are similar. But this kind of structure, the way that this is just forming, it's looking fantastic. Last thing I forgot to look at would be the moving averages on the 4-hour. We're well above all 4, so there's literally nothing here telling us we're planning to pull back. We do have this ascending trend here still working. While we did break below the trend, we're still concurrent with the 20-day SMA, and that's a positive contributing factor. So again, I think the takeaway here is do not short this coin right now, okay? And I know it seems like a really appropriate target, but a lot of folks are getting wrecked trying to short a lot of coins right now. It's not a shorting game right now. You're better off taking a long on almost any coin right now based on the way that things are moving. Now again, Bitcoin corrects itself down to 34,000. This whole entire situation that we just discussed is null and void, so we're probably going to hit some lower lows and lower highs after that, okay? But no, at this point, we still should expect the price to continue higher, and when it starts to pull back, 0.618, 0.5, 0.382, roughly 550, 530, and 515 are accurate targets to potentially shoot for. All right, folks, I hope that made sense and I clarified this correctly. Thanks again for the request. We'll be sure to keep this on our radar, I guess you could say. And please make sure you like the video if you could, please. And join us over on Twitter, Telegram, or Discord for our playout charts. I typically send out charts that look something like this. This is basically our Solana chart from earlier, and the price has since hit that 67 mark. So good job. Congrats again to our community members for some awesome profit. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you have a great rest of the day. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.